Namaste. Mic check. A little closer. Okay. Test. Yeah, good. Today is Garuda Purana. Still too loud. Sorry, give me 1 second. Test. That's good enough. Forgot the chapter. 180. Nava chapter 8. Chapter 9. Let me double check if I'm on the right chapter. I'm probably one of the least motivated person on YouTube. Should I be embarrassed? Yeah, chapter 9. Here we go. Now let me tell you how many verses are there. 88, 48 only. It's a really short chapter. Here we go. Namaste. Atha Navamotyayah Shri Garuda Uvacha Gatitam Pavatam Samyagadana Turakalikam Muriyamanasya Tatakurtyam Sadidanim Tadidanim Pada Prapo Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sharano Tang Kushuya Prapakushuya Mi Dehatya Gasya Tadavitima Murta Yana Vitanena Sadagatim Yananti Manabah Kaima Yoga Diada Dehi Munjatiatra Nijam Papuh Tulasi Sanin Nitao Kuriana Manandalam Komayana Tu Dilam Shechaiba Bikiriata Daipam Shechaiba Binihakushwipat Sya Payada Sena Sita Payada Sane Shupre Shalagrama Shilam Tada Shaligrama Shila Yatra Papadosha Paya Paha Tatasanin Nita Namarano Namukati Janantoha. I think it's one word. Tatasanin Nita Namarano Namukati Janantoha Sunishita Ra Kushasa Shicha Pishacha Shicha Putaha Purata Yamanugaha Aliputadashe Kataga Katavaya Manantari Pishananti Ja Atogani Hotaram Shradhatam Ja Brahma Pujyam Surai Janam Marandalana Bina Pumya Maturam Naiva Karayat Lipata Pumya Matah Kuratava Savalnam Ratanam Sukmukhe कुशुई पेत विष्णोह पादाम दाकम Tadia Chaligram Asbaru Pinoh. I think I have skipped like a whole page. I have to start over. Oh well, that's what I get. So I read up to verse 5, now verse 6. Tulasi pita pachachaya yatra sati pabata paha tatraiba marano mukatiha salvada dana dulapa Tulasi pita pasatanam kurohe yasya patishitate Tadaguraham til tarupam hi na yananti yamaking karaha Tulasi manjari yukuto yasutu prananam bimunjati Yamasatam tekushvisutum shakato yukutam papashatairapi Tasyan talam mukhe kurutva tiladalpa sane murutaha Naro Vishnupuram yati putrahi nopya samshayaha Tilaha pavitra satrivita dalpa shitya tulasi tata Nunam nibara yanantiete tulgatim yanantama turam Mama Svedama Sud Puta Yatasate Pavanas Tilah Asura Tanaba Taitiya Vidrabananti Tilaisatataha Dalpa Biputilme Dal Kushuya Mama Roma Samud Pabah Tasmat Paishana Deba Sabaigam Gachachananti Manabah Kushamule Satito Brahma Kushamatye Janardanaha Kushagare Shangankaro Devasatrayo Devaha Kushe Satitaha Ataha Kushabahani Manantara Tulasi Vipra Tenabaha Kushabahani Manantara Tulasi Vipra Tenada Kushabahani Manantara Tulasi Vipra Tenabaha Kushabahani Manantara Tulasi Vipra Kushabahani Manantara Tulasi Vipra Tenabaha Kushabahani Manantara Tulasi Vipra Tenabaha Naite Nilmaliatam Yananti Kriyamanoh Punaha Dalpa Bindueshu Nilmalia Brahmanoh Brata Pojane Manantara Kausu Tulasi 히 나이흐 지따얌 자 후따샤나흐 요마예노 고마예노 빨리프테 두 달파스 따라노 삼스크르테 부달레 히아두람 구리아다는 딸이쿠샴 비발자야트 브라흐마 비슈누시짱 루드라시짱 살베 대바 후따샤나흐 많은 더 로빠리 뜻을 타는 띠 많은 더 로빠리 뜻을 타는 띠 따스마트 굴비따 많은 더 라무 살바트라 바수타 부타 로포 레포 야트라 나 비디아테 야트라 레파흐 그르타스 따트라 보날레페나 슈티아티 라그셔사 시장 비샤자 시장 부다흐 브라타 야마누가흐 알리부다데셰 카트바야 많은 딸이 그쇼에 비샤는 띠자 아토그니 호트람 시라드탐 자 브라흐마 포지암 수랄자나무 마는덜레나 비나 부미야마두람 나이바 까라야트 리부다 푸미야 마타흐 그르트바 스발넘 라트남 무케 구슈이페트 브슈노흐 바담다캄 다디아 쯔차 마스바루 비너흐 다디아 쯔차 마스바루 비너흐 샤리그라 마실라 또얌 야흐 비베드 비는 두마 드라카무 사 살바빠 빠닐무쿠토 바이꾼은 터 푸바남 브라제트 따또 강근가 잘람 다디아는 마하바타카나 샤카무 살바틸 타크르 따스나 나다나 뿌누역 팔라 브라다무 살바틸 타크르 따스나 나다나 뿌누역 팔라 브라다무 살바틸 타크르 따스나 나다나 뿌누역 팔라 브라다무 짜는 드라야넘 자레디아스투 사하스람 까야쇼타나무 비베디아시자이바 감감은파흐 감감은파흐 사마오 시아다무파바삐 아그님 프라피아 야타 딸구슈 둘라라 실비 나시아티 따타 감감은 부빠네나 바타감 파스마사드 파베트 야스투 수리암슈 사는 따뜻함 수리암슈 사는 따뜻함 감가야흐 살릴람 비베트 사 살바요니 비늘 무쿠타흐 브라야티 사다남 하레흐 잘라바가 해나 나이바 바야야는 디랏 빠야야는 뒤따라 빠야야는 뒤따라 자나는 달샤나트 스파샤나트 빠나트 따타 강은게띠 길티나트 뿌나디아 뿌누여는 뿌르셔는 샤토쇼타 사하스라샤흐 강은강 따스마트 비베트 따시야 잘람 삼사라따라까무 강은게띠 요 부루야트 프라노이허 가는 터 가따이랍 가는 터 가따이랍비 무르토 비슈누 뿌람 야티 나 보날자 야테 부비 우드그라마드 피시짱 야흐 브라너흐 부르셔흐 시라드 타야는 비타흐 지는 따야는 마나사 강은감 소피 야티 바람 가티무 One second. 아또 티아야는 나마드 티아야는 나마드 강은감 삼스마레트 따주잘람 비베트 따또 파가바땀 겐찌쯔 추르누 야는 모쿠쇼다 야까무 겐찌쯔 추르누 야는 모쿠쇼다 야까무 31 슐로칼 타바담 바 요는데 바가바담 바투에트 나 다시야 보나라 버르뜨딜 브라흐마 로카 뜻가다잖아 보나라 버르뜨딜 브라흐마 로카 뜻 보나라 버르뜨딜 브라흐마 로카 뜻가다잖아 almost 보나라 버르틸 브라흐마 로카 뜻다 보나라 버르틸 브라흐마 로카 브라흐마 로카 뜻가다잖아 베도파니쇼담 파터 제치바 비슈누스다바 다피 브라흐마너쿠셔트리아 비샴 마라넘 무쿠티다 야까무 브라야너 사마예 구리아다나샤남 카가 다디아다투라사니아 삼 비라크타시아 드비제는 마나흐 삼미아스타미티 요 부루야드브라 노이흐 가는 터 가따이랍비 무르토 비슈누 뿌람 야티 나 보날자 야테 푸비 에밤 자타비타 나시아 탈미카시아 따다 카가 울 트바츠 치드레노 까츠 차는띠 브라노 스타시아 수케나 히 무캄 짱 짜쿠슈슈이 나세 깔누어 깔노 드바라누이 사프타 짱 에피아흐 소크르티노 야는띠 요기나스타루라는 트라 11 verses left. 아빠나는 밀리타 프라노 야다 히 파바타흐 뿌르타크 수그시미 푸드바 다다 바열비니크라는 마티 바열비니시크라 마티 두드달라트 샤리람 빠따테 바셰짜는 닐가테 마루티시바레 깔라하탐 빠따티에바 니라타로 야타 두루마흐 닐비제슈탐 샤리람 뚜 브라너일 무크탐 닐비제슈탐 샤리람 뚜 브라너일 무크탐 주구푸시탐 아스프로시암 자야테 사디오 눌가는 탐 살바니는 디탐 드리타바스타 샤리라시아 그르미 비트 파스마 그르미 비트 파스마루 바타흐 그르미 비트 파스마루 바타흐 김 갈바흐 그리야테 데헤 구셔너 비트밤 시필나라이흐 버티비안 리야테 버트비 아파시자이바 따타 잘레 테자시 리야테 리야타 사미라수투 사미라누에 아가샤시자 야타가셰 살바비아 야타가셰 살바비아 비자 상은까라흐 니티아무쿠토 자가트 사쿠슈이 아트마 데헤시바 조마라흐 살베는드리아 유토 지바흐 샤브다 디비셔 야일 부르타흐 까마라가 디피리우크타 까마라가 디피리우크타흐 깔마코샤 사마는 비타흐 보누여 바사나야 유쿠토 닐미테 스베나 깔마노 브라비샤트사 나베 데헤 그르헤 다그테 야타 그르히 다다 비마나다야 김기누이자 라마리맛 김기누이자 라마리마트 아야는띠 데바두 다시짱 라사츠 짜마라 쇼피타흐 달마타트 바디다흐 브라지냐 사다 타미카바를라파흐 다다이남 그르티암 스바이비마네나 나야는띠때 스바이비마네나 나야는띠때 수디비아 수디비아데호 비라자문바라스라크 수발너 라트나 파라노이 루페타흐 비라자문바라스라크 수발너 라트나 파라노이 루페타흐 비라자문바라스라크 수라 수발너 라트나 파라노이 루페타흐 비라자문바라스라크 수라 수발너 라트나 파라노이 루페타흐 비라자문바라스라크 수발너 라트나 파라노이 루페타흐 원문 비라자문바라스라크 수라 비라자문바라스라크 수발너 라트나 파라노이 루페타흐 원문 비라자문바라스라크 수발너 비라자문바라스라크 수발너 라트나 파라노이 루페타흐 나나프라파바트사 마하누파바흐 프라프노티 나감 수라푸지야마나흐 이티 시리 가루더 पुराणों 사로드타레 무리야마너 그르티야 니루파넘 나마 나바모티아야흐 Sure. Take a little break. Okay. Chapter 9. Okay, chapter 9. An account of the rites for the dying. Garuda said, "You have spoken fully about the gifts for the deceased. Tell now, O Lord, of the rites for the dying." The Blessed Lord said, "Listen, O Daigo, and I will explain the rites for one leaving the body, and by what rites men after death reach a good condition. 1. By the effects of Gaima, the embodied leaves his ordinary body. Then near to a holy basil tree, one should make a ring with cow dung. Next, having scattered the sesamum seed, he should strew daiba grass, and then have the shalagrama stone placed on the cleaned platform. Liberation is certain for the being who dies near the shalagrama stone, which removes all elves and sins. Where is the shade of the holy basil tree, which removes the pain of being, there is always liberation for the dying, difficult to obtain by gifts. The house in which the holy basil tree is enshrined is like a holy bathing place. The servants of Yama do not come to it. Yama is not able to see him who gives up his life while having a holy basil shoot, though he have hundreds of sins. The man who dies with the leaf of it in his mouth upon a seed of sesamum and daiba grass goes to the city of Vishnu unfailingly, though he have no son. Sesamums, daiba grasses, and holy basil are 3 holy things, and they prevent an ailing man from going to a miserable condition. Because the sesamum is produced from my sweat, it is holy. Hence asuras, dhanavas, and daityas run away from sesamum. The daiba grasses, my riches, O Dhargushriya, are produced from my hairs. Hence by the mere touch of them, men attain heaven. Brahma is seated at the root of the kusha grass, and the middle of the kusha is Janardana. At the tip of the kusha is Shankaradeva. 3 shining ones are seated in the kusha grass. Hence kusha, fire, manantras, holy basil, brahmins, and cows do not lose their purity by being used again and again. Daipa grass becomes unclean with rice balls, brahmins by eating the offerings with the departed, manantras, cows, and holy basil when basely used, and fire on a cremation ground. One should lay the dying man on the ground, cleaned with cow dung and spread over with daiba grasses, not support him in the air. Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, all the shining ones, and sacrificial fire stand upon the ring. Therefore should one make a ring. The ground must be pure everywhere, with no stain to be seen. If there is a stain, it should be cleaned away by further plastering. Demons, goblins, elementals, spooks, and the followers of Yama enter an impure place and a cut above the ground. Hence, without this ring, one should not perform oblations to the fire, Shraddha, the feeding of Brahmins, the worship of the holy ones, nor place the dying man upon the ground. Next, placing him on the cleaned ground, one should put gold and jewels upon his lips and give him the water of the feet of Vishnu in the form of the shalagrama. He who drinks even a drop of the water of the shalagrama stone is absolved from all sins and goes to the residence Vaikuntha. Then one should give him the water of the Ganges, which is the adversary of great sins, and gives fruit of merit equal to bathings and gifts at all the sacred waters. He who performs 1,000 times the Chandrayana fast, which purifies his body, and he who drinks the water of the Ganges are both equal. Just as Otakushriya, a bundle of cotton is destroyed by falling into the fire, so by his drinking the water of the Ganges is his sin reduced to ashes. He who drinks the water of the Ganges, heated by the rays of the sun, is freed from all birds and goes to the abode of Hari. By bathing in other rivers, men are purified, so also by merely touching, drinking, or calling upon the Ganges. It sanctifies meritless men by hundreds and thousands. Therefore should one drink of the Ganges, whose water helps one over the ocean of transmigration. He who calls, O Ganges, Ganges, while life is flickering in the throat, goes when dead to the city of Vishnu, and is not born again on earth. And the man who, when his life is leaving, contemplates with faith the Ganges, goes to the highest goal. Therefore he should contemplate, salute, keep in mind the Ganges, and drink its water. then he should listen, however little, to the Bhagavata, which is a giver of liberation. He who in his last moments repeats a verse or half or quarter of a verse of the Bhagavata never returns hither from the world of Brahma. The repeating of the Vedas and the Upanishads, the hymning of Vishnu and Shiva, these bring liberation at death to Brahmins, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas. At the time when the breath is leaving the body, he should make a fast over it. Dissatisfied with worldly things, the twice-born should take up relinquishment. He who says while life is still flickering in his throat, I have relinquished, goes at death to the city of Vishnu, and is not born again on earth. Then of him who is righteous and has thus performed the rites, O bird, the life breaths easily pass out through the higher opening. The mouth, eyes, nostrils, and ears are the 7 gateways through which go those of good deeds. Yogins go through an opening in the head. When the rising and descending light breaths, which are joined, become separate, then becoming subtle, the light breath departs from the inert body. When the Lord of breath departs, the body falls like a tree, unsupported and stricken by time. The motionless body left by the vital breath becomes detestable and unfit to touch. Foul smells soon arise in it, and it is disliked by everybody. How can men who perish in a moment be proud of the body with its 3 conditions, warm, dung, and ashes? Earth is dissipated to earth, likewise water to water, fire is dissipated in fire, also air in air, and similarly ether to ether, and the self that is in the bodies is happy, all-pervading, eternally free, witness of the world, birthless and deathless. The individual, possessing all the senses, surrounded with sense objects of sound and the rest, clinging to desire and love, environed by the sheath of kaima, endowed with good tendencies, enters a new body created by his own kaima, as does a householder whose house has been burnt. Then the messengers of the Shining Ones, resplendent with flashing plumes, arrive, bringing a chariot wreathed with countless bells, and they, knowing the true righteousness, wise, always beloved by the righteous, carry him who has performed the rites away in their own chariot. That great man in a resplendent body with shining garments and garlands, possessed of gold and diamond ornaments, by virtue of gifts attains heaven, and is honored by the holy ones. I'm gonna take a break. 바타흐 밤 부셔는 구슈이 부셔는 구슈이 부셔는 구슈이 타요 자는마 로다시오흐 브라바지암 부르셔노 다쿠셔세 하하 마헤 야디 모르타야 파라토 야달바테 브라 호트라야 시미야 비토 아트바라무 브라 사 구슈이타 구슈이타라수라 야 마히 브리야 로타바나 브르타마 로타바나 브르타마 뭐뭐 와타바나 브르타마 고셔토 브르하트 유밤 디보 브르하토 다쿠셔마 푸밤 강암나 투리우바 윤자테 아빠흐 마히 아뜨라 마히나 바라무르는 바토레 너 바스투자 바라무르는 바토레 너 무르는 바라무르는 바토레 바라무르는 바토레 너 바스투자 바라무르는 바토레 너 바스투자 one more 바라무르는 바토라네 레너 바라무르는 바토레 너 바스투자 사드마는 테나바흐 바라무르는 바토레너 바라무르는 바토레너 바스투자 사드마는 테나바흐 스바라는 띠마따 우파라따띠 우파라따띠 수리야마 니무루짱 우셔사스타브 우셔 그바비리바 우셔사스타크 우셔사스타크바비리바 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 바무르타야 게시니라 누셨다 미트라 야트라 바루너 가뚜말차타흐 아바 드마나 스르자탐 베는바탐 티오 부바 유밤 비프라시아 마는마나미 라지아타흐 요밤 야지냐이흐 샤샤마노하 다샤티 까빌호타 야자티 마는마사타나흐 우바하 땀 까츠차토 비토 아트바라마츠차 기라흐 수마팀 가는따마스마유 유밤 야지냐이흐 브라타마 고피란자타 브라타바나 마나소나 브라유크티슈 파라는띠 밤 마는마나 사미야타 사미야타 기로드 기로드르비아타 마나사 레바다 샤테 레바다 샤테 레바드바요 다타테 레바다 샤테 나라 마야 피라우디 피라타 피리타 마야 피리타 우디 마히나마 나밤 디아보 하필노타 디아보 하필노타 시는타보 나 데바트밤 바노요 나나슈맛 나나슈말카무 나마스테. Heaven and earth trembled at the might and voice of him whom loved and Holy One, helper of all mankind. The wise who long for spoil and fight for kine brought forth with power a friend mid waters at the sacrifice. At these like friends have done this work for you, these prompt servants of Burumirha, Soma offerer, give mental power to him who sings the sacred song and hearkens strong ones to the master of the house. The folk have glorified your birth from earth and heaven, to be extolled, ye strong ones, for your mighty power. Ye, when ye bring to singer the right and the right, enjoy the sacrifice performed with holy praise and strength. The people prospers Asuras, whom ye dearly love. Ye righteous ones proclaim aloud the holy law. That efficacious power that comes from lofty heaven, ye bind unto the work so as to the pole an ox. On this great earth ye send your treasure down with might unstained by dust. The crowning kine are in the stalls. Here in the neighborhood they cry unto the sun at morning and at evening like swift birds of prey. The flames with curling tresses serve your sacrifice, whereto ye sing the song Mitra and Varuna. Send down of your free will, prosper our holy songs, ye are sole masters of the singer's hymn of praise. Whoso with sacrifices toiling brings you gifts and worships sage and priest, fulfilling your desire. To him do ye draw nigh and taste his sacrifice. Come, well inclined to us unto our songs and prayer. With sacrifices and with milk they deck you first, ye righteous ones, as if through stirrings of the mind. To you they bring their hymns with their collective thought, while ye with earnest soul come to us gloriously. Rich strength of life is yours, ye heroes have obtained through your surpassing powers, which far extending might. Not the past days conjoined with nights, not rivers, not the Banuis have attained your godhead and your wealth. I'm gonna take a little break. Okay, so today is back to chapter Sutra 1 of book 1 in what am I call it? The Yoga Sutra of Patanjali. Yay! One day I'm gonna memorize the whole thing. Namaste. Tat Sadhu Brahmanue Namaha. I'm not gonna read this, that's the explanation for the Hindi part. I don't read Hindi, I read Aryan Sanskrit. Patanjala Yoga Sutra Nui Tatra Samadhipadaha Pratamaha Atha Vyasapa Shuyam Yasatyakatva Rupamadhyam Prabhavati Jagatonekatha Jagatonekatha Nugraha Jagatonekatha Nugrahaya Prakushvina Kleshara Shilva Shilvisha Mavishato Vishatha Roneka Bhagatraha Prakushvina Kleshara Shilvi Prakushvina Kleshara Shilvisha Mavishatha Roneka Bhagatraha Prakushvina Kleshara Shilvisha Prakushvina Kleshara Shilvisha Mavisha Taro Neka Bhagatraha 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 Supogi Salvajinyana Parasuti Puja Kapari Karaha Salvajinyana Prasuti Puja Kapari Karaha Puritaye Yasya Nityam Devohi Shaha Sa Popiat Sita Vimalata Nuriyogado Popiat Sita Vimalata Nuriyogado Popiat Sita Vimalatanu Ryogado Popiat Sita Vimalatanu Ryogado Popiat Sita Vimalata Vimalatanu Ryogado Popiat Sita Vimalatanu Ryo Popiat Sita Vimalatanu Ryogado Popiat Sita Vimalatu Popiat Sita Vimalanu Popiat Sita Vimalanu Ryogado Yoga Yukataha. I want to say that again. Popiat Sita Vimalanu Vimalata Popiat Sita Vimalatanu Ryogado Yoga Yukataha. Okay. Atha Patanjala Sutra Nui Book verse, concentration. May he who, having abandoned his primal form, exercises his power to show kindness to the world in many ways, he with the beautiful food and many mouths, possessed of deadly poison, and yet abolishing the mass of hindrances, he, the source of all knowledge, and whose girdle of attendant snakes produces continual pleasure, May he, the divine Lord of serpents, protect you. With his white stainless body, he the giver of concentration, and himself concentrated in concentration. Ata yoga nushasanam atetyamaya atetyayamatikara atetyayamatikara altahe. Yoga nushasanam shasatra matikaratam peditavyam yogahe samadhihe saiba pauma shijit dasya taimahe. Kushvipatam mutam vikushvipatam ekagram nirudatamiti jitatapu mayahe. I want to double check this is a standalone word. Really? Okay. Number 1. Tasya jitatasya. Jitatasya. Pumayahe. Number 2. Okay. Atmanasi jitatabrati pirava biharam kulbananti tasam rote biharashu nyasata mihe saha vairagyena brahmanui layam gachananti. There's a whole addendum as a substitute. Nityam sakushatatma Kevalatma samskara shesham. Kevalat samskara shesham. Okay. Kevalat samskara shesham. Samadhina layam kurutva brahmanui yogahe. Sa yoginam hurdi yoge binana bhavahe saiva pauma iti saiva pauma iti. That was second version. Now going back to the original text. Tatra bhikkhu pute jatasi bhikkhu popa saljani bhutahe bhikkhu popa saljani bhutahe samadhilna yogapakushwe patate yasatu vekangre jatasi Sad Bhutamaltam Pradiotayati. Prakushvinoti Jan. Give me 1 second, the music is too loud. Okay. Klesha는 깔마바는 타나니 실라타야티 니로타마 피무캄 까로티 삼프라지냐또 요가 이티야 키야야테 상장 비탈까 누가또 비चारा 누가타 나는다 누가 또 스미다 누가다 이티유 파리실더는 니베다 이시여 마흐 Number 1 Dırtı prave Dırtı şıtı prave Şıtı prave Şıtı prave 이티유 파리실더드 프라베다 이시여 마흐 살바부르드 디니로테 드바 삼프라지냐 다흐 사마티흐 Now the exposition of yoga. The expression now indicates that a distinct topic commences here. The authoritative book which expounds yoga is to be understood as commenced. Yoga is concentration, but this is a quality of the mind stuff which belongs to all the stages. The stages of the mind stuff are these: the restless, the infatuated, the distracted, the single in intent, and the restricted. Of these, in the distracted state of the mind, concentration is overpowered by distractions and it cannot properly be called yoga. But that which, when the mind is single in intent, fully illumines a distinct and real object and causes the hindrances to dwindle, slackens the bands of kaima, and sets before it as a goal the restriction, is called a yoga in which there is consciousness of an object. This, however, is accompanied by deliberation, by reflection, by joy, by the feeling of personality. This we shall set forth later. But when there is restriction of all the fluctuations, there is the concentration in which there is no consciousness. Tasya Lakushana Pidita Sayadam Lakushana Pidita Sayadam Sutram Brahmapurite Number 2 Baitate Brahmaitate Yoga Shechita Purite Nirota Yoga Shechita Purite Nirota Salvashabudang Grahanot Samprajinya Topi Yoga Itya Kya Yate Jitatam Hi Prakya Pravuratati Satitishi Latava Katarigunamu Prakya Rupam Hi Jitata Satatavam Rajasatamopiam Samsurashatamashi Maishivarya Vishaya. Something tells me I need to read this again. Prakya Pravuratati Satitishi Latava Katarigunamu Prakya Rupam Hi Jitata Satatavam Rajasatamopiam Samsurashatamai Shivarya Vishaya Puriyam Samsurashatamai Shivarya Vishaya Puriyam Pavati Tadeva Tamasanu Vidutatan Mitama Talma Jinyana Vairagya Naishivaryo Pagam Samasanu Vidutama Talma Jinyana Vairagya Naishivaryo Pagam. One more. Tamasanu Vidutama Talma Jinyana Vairagya Naishivaryo Pagam. My voice is terrible. Tadeva Tamasanu Vidutama Tade tamasanu viditama taima. Tamasanu viditama taima jiñana vairagyana ishivaryopagam pavati pavati. Tadeva prakushvina moha varanam saivataha pradiotama namanu viditam rajomatraya taimajiñana vairagya shivaryopagam pavati. Tadeva Rajoleshamala petam svaru paparatishtam satatva purusho niyata kya satatva purusho niyata kya timatram taimamekatya nopagam pavati tataparam parasamkhya. Parasamkhya nitya jakushote. Parasamkhya nimitya jakushote tya inaha. Tyainaha Jitti Shakatira Parino Minya Prati Samkrama. Jitti Shakatira Parino Minya Prati Samkrama. Tashita Bishoya Shudata Janananta Ja Satatva Kuno Tamika Jayamato Viparita Vivekakya Diriti Atasatasyaam Pirakatam Chitatam Tamapi Kyatim Nirunodati Tadavasatam Samsakaropagam Pavati Sa Nirbijaha Samathiha Na Tatra Kimchita Sampurajinyayata Itya Sampurajinyataha Kimchita Sampurajinyayata Itya Sampurajinyataha Divivitaha Sa Yogasya Chitita Puratati Nirotha Iti. Yogasya Chitita Puratati Nirotha Iti. Okay. The intent of the following sutra is to state the distinguishing characteristic of this. Yoga is the restriction of the fluctuations of mind stuff. By the non-use of the word all, conscious is also included under the denomination of yoga. Now mind stuff has three aspects, as appears from the fact that it has a disposition to vividness and to activity and to inertia. For the mind stuff's sattva, which is vividness, when commingled with rajas and tamas, acquires a fondness for supremacy and for objects of sense, while the same, when pervaded with tamas, tends towards demerit and non-perception and passionateness, and towards a failure of supremacy. The very same, when the covering of error has dwindled away, illumined now in its totality, but faintly pervaded by rajas, tends towards merit and knowledge and passionlessness and supremacy. The very same, the stains of the last vestige of rajas once removed, grounded in itself and being nothing but the discernment of the difference between the sattva and the self, tends towards the contemplation of the rain cloud of things. The designation given by contemplators to this is the highest elevation. For the energy of intellect is immutable and does not unite. It has objects shown to it and is undefiled and is unending. Whereas discriminate discernment, whose essence is sattva, is contrary to this. Hence the mind stuff being disgusted with this restricts even this insight. When it has reached this state, passes over to subliminal impressions. This is the seatless concentration. In this state, nothing becomes an object of consciousness. Such is concentration, not conscious. Accordingly, the yoga, the restriction of the fluctuations of the mind stuff is twofold. I'm gonna do one more and then take a break and see how many more I wanna do. Tadabasate jatasi bishaya pabad buddhitibotatma. This. Yep, okay. Bishaya pabad buddhitibotatma. Bishaya pabad buddhitibotatma. Purushaha kimsava paba iti. Tadang drashatuha sivaru pevasatanam. Sivaru paparatishata tadanim Chittadashakadiri Chittadashakadiriyata Chittadashakadiriyata Kaivalye Bhutatana Chittate Tu Sati Tatapi Pavananti Na Tata. The mind being in this state, what will then be the condition of the self? For it is the essence, knowledge, by the thinking substance. There is an absence of objects. Then the seer abides in himself. At that time, the energy of intellect is grounded in its own self, as when in the state of isolation. But when the mind stuff is in its emergent state, although really the same, not so. Maybe I'll do one more. Katham talhi tashita vishayatavat Purutati saru piyamitra mitaratara Purutati saru piyamitaratara Purutati saru piyamitaratara. Sorry. Bhutatane Yashacheta Purutata Yasatada Vishishata Purutatiha Yashacheta Purutata Yavat Yashacheta Purutata Yasatada Vishishata Purutatiha Yashacheta Purutata Purutata Yasatada Purutata Yasatada Yashacheta Purutata Yashacheta Purutata Yashacheta Purutata Yasatada Vishishata Purutatiha Yashacheta Purutata Yasatada Vishishata Purutatiha Purushaha. That was terrible. Alright, one more. Yashacheta Purutata Yasatada Vishishata Purutatiha Purushaha Tata Cha Sutrama Ekameva Darshanam Kyatireva Darshanam Iti Chittatamayasakana Tamanui Karipam 삼니티마드로 빠까리 두르시아뜨베나 스밤 바바띠 부르셔시야 스바미나흐 따스마 찌찌뜨따 부르뜨띠 보테 부르셔시야나디흐 삼바는토 해뚜흐. How in that case, since objects are shown to it, at other times it takes the same form as the fluctuations. In the emergent state, the self has fluctuations which are not distinguished from fluctuations of the mind stuff, and so we have a sutra. There is only one appearance. That appearance is knowledge. The mind stuff is like a magnet, and as an object suitable to be seen, it gives its aid by the mere fact of being near it, and thus the relation between it and the self is that between property and proprietor. Hence the reason why the self experiences the fluctuations of the mind stuff is its beginningless correlation. Maybe I'll do one more. Tahe punalnirodhaya punalnirodhavya nil punalnirodhavya bahutve sati chittatasya. Wait. Tahe punalnirodhavya bahutve sati chittatasya. Purutatayahe panchatayahe Glishita Aglishita Glesha Hetukanah Kaima Shaya Prachaye Kushwetri Putah Glishita Khyati Vishoya Gunathikara Biroti Neo Glishita Gunathikara Biroti Neo Gunathikara Biroti Neo Glishita. Glishita Prabha Patita Glishita Prabha Patita Apya Glishita Chidra Glishita Chidra Shivapya Glishita Pavananti. Aglishita Chidireshu. Let me just check. Aglishita Chidireshu Aglishita Chidireshu Glishita Iti Tathajati Yakah Samskara Buratati Pirava Kuriyanante Samskara Ishija Buratataya Iti Evam Buratati Samskara Chakramani Shama batate. I want to double check the spelling. Brutati evam ma batate. Okay. Evam Purutati samsakara chakra manika manishama vaitate. Purutati samsakara chakra manishama navaita manishama vaitate. Purutati samsakara chakra manishama manishama. Purutati samsakara chakra manishama vaitate. Tadevam putam tadevam putam. This is V or B? V. Tadevam putam jitatam mabasita jitatam mabasita tikaramat makaripena jitatam mabasita tikaramat makaripena. Sorry. Jitatamabasati Tadevam putam Jitatamabasita Tikaramat makaripena. Jitatamabasita Tikaramat makaripena. Vyavatishitate pralayam ban gachachati ti tah kalishita shicha panchata purutatayah jitatamabasita tikaramat makaripena. Vyavatishitate pralayam van gachachati ti tah kalishita shicha panchata purutatayah. Moreover, these, for there are many such found in the mind stuff, must be restricted. The fluctuations are of 5 kinds, and are hindered or unhindered. The hindered are those which are caused by the hindrances, and are the field for growth of the accumulation of the latent deposits of kaima. The unhindered have discriminative discernment as their object, and thus obstruct the task of the aspects. These are still unhindered, even when they occur in the stream of the hindered. For even in the midst of the hindered, they are unhindered, while in the midst of the unhindered, hindered. Corresponding subliminal impressions are produced by naught else than fluctuations, and fluctuations by subliminal impressions. In this wise, the wheel of fluctuations and subliminal impressions ceaselessly rolls on. Operating in this wise, this mind stuff, having finished its task, abides in its own likeness, or becomes resolved. These, either hindered or unhindered, are the 5-fold fluctuations. Okay, I'm gonna finish here, so did up to 5. We'll take a little break and then do Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7. Okay, here we go. Atha sabdamotyāyaha jñāna vijñāna yogaha Shri Bhagavanuvāca Maya saktamanaha partha yogam yunjanamada shrayaha asamshayam samagaram mam yatha jñāsyasi tacchurano Jñānam teham sabijñānamidam pakushuya miya sheshotaha nyajijñātava neha puyo nyajijñātavyamabhishisyote Manushuyanam sahasreshu kashachid yatati siddhataye yatatam api siddhatanam kashachinamam patati tatatavataha Pumira ponalo payuha kam mano buddhiravaca Ahangara itiyam me pinna prakritira shirtata apareyamita satvanyam prakritim vidati me param jiva putam mahabaho yayadam Taryate jagat etadionini putani saivanui diupataraya aham kritasnasya jagataha prabhavaha pralayasatata matataha parataram nanyat kinchidasati tananjaya Mayi saivamidam protam sutre manuigano iva Rasohamapusu kaunanteya prapasami shashisurya yoha Pranovaha saivabedeshu shabadaha ke paurusham nurushu Punuyo ganantaha purtivyam ja dajashaja sami vipabasao Jivanam saiva puteshu tapashaja sami tapasavishu Bijam mam saiva putanam vidati balta sanatanam Buddhati matam asami tejasa vinamaham palavatam jaham kamaraga vivajitam taimani ruduto puteshu kamosami paratashapa Ye jaiva satatavika Pava Rajasa Satamasashaja Ye Matata Evati Danam Vidati Na Devaham Deshu Te Mayi Turi Pilguna Mayai Mayai Ve Mayra Piha Turi Pilguna Mayai Turi Pilguna Mayai Ve Vaira Piha Turi Pilguna Mayai Paire Turi Pilguna Mayai Vaira Piha Saivamidam Jagat Mohitam 나 비자나티 마메 피아흐 빠라마비아야무 다이비 디에쇼 구너마이 마마마야 두라티아야 마메바 예 브라파디아는데 마야 메담 따라는 디때 나 맘 두실거르티노 무드흐 브라파디아는데 나라 타마흐 마야야 빠흐르타지냐나 마야야 빠흐르타지냐나 아수람 바바마시리타흐 sorry 바바마시리타흐 짜툴비타 바자는데 맘 자나흐 브라크르티 놀주나 브라크르티 놀주나 알도 지지냐 수랄토 지지냐 수랄토티 지지냐 수랄탈티 지냐니 자 바라탈 셔파 대쇼음 지냐니 니티아 요그다 에까 파크틸 비시쇼테 브리요 히 지냐니 노티알 타마함 사자 마마 브리야흐 우다라흐 살바 에바이테 지냐니 드바드마이바 메 마타무 아스티타흐 사히 유그다드마 마메바 누드다 마메바 누드다 맘 까띠무 바후남 자는마나 마는데 지냐나 바는 맘 브라파디아테 바수데바흐 살바미티 사 마하드마 수두라파흐 가마이스타이 흐르타지냐나흐 와 terrible 가마이스타이 흐르타지냐나흐 what the hell 가마이스타이 흐르타지냐나흐 브라파디아는 테니아 데바타흐 땀 니야마마 스타야 브라크르티아 니야타흐 스바야 얌 따눔 파크타흐 시라드타야 알지뚜 미츠 차티 시라드타야 알지뚜 미츠 차티 사 따시야 잘람 시라드탐 다메바 비다타미야하무 사 따야 시라드타야 유그타스타시야라 타나미마미하테 유그타스타시야라 타나미하테 유그타스타시야라 타나미하테 라파테 자 따따흐 까마는마야이바 비히타는 히타는 아는타바트투 팔람 대쇼음 따드 파바티아를 바 메타삼 대바는 대바이 따드 파바티아를 바 메타사무 sorry 대바는 대바야조 야는 띠 마드 파크타 야는 띠 마마삐 아비아크담 비아크티마 바느남 비아크티마 바느남 많이 하는데 마마부드타야흐 바람 바바마자는 바바마자나는 또 마마비아야 마누드타마무 나함 브라카샤흐 살바시야 요가마야 사마브르타흐 무초얌 나 피자나티 로코 마마자라 마마자마비아야무 베다함 사마티다니 발타마나니 짤주나 바비슈여 누이 자 푸다니 맘두 베다나 깐짜나 이츠차드 베셔 사무드 테나 드바는 드바 모헤나 파라타 살바 푸다니 삼은 모함 살게 야는 띠 빠라는 따빠 예슈음 드바는 따가땀 빠밤 자나남 부누여 깔마너무 때 드바는 드바 모하닐 드바는 드바 모하닐 무크다 드바는 드바 모하닐 무크다 파자는 때 맘 느르터브라타흐 나 자라마라 노모쿠쇼 자라마라 노모쿠쇼야 마마 시리티야 야따는 띠예 때 브라흐마 따드 비두흐 그르트스나 마티야 드맘 깔마 자 킬라무 사티푸따티다이밤 사티푸따티다이밤 맘 사티야지냠 짜예 비두흐 브라야너가레비 짜맘때 비두리우그따짜따사흐 비두리우그따짜따사흐 따뜻사디띠 시리마드 파가바드 기타수 파니샤트수 브라흐마 비디야얌 요가샤스트레 시리 그르셔널 주나 삼바데 진야나 비진야나 요고 나마 사브타모티아야흐 The Holy One said, Listen, O son of Burta, how, without doubt, thou mayst know me fully, fixing thy mind on me, practicing devotion and taking refuge in me. I will now, without leaving anything, speak to thee about knowledge and experience, knowing which there will be left nothing in this world to know. One among thousands of men striveth for perfection, of those even that are assiduous, and have attained to perfection, only some one knoweth me. Truly, earth, water, fire, air, space, mind, also understanding and consciousness. Thus hath my nature been divided eightfold. This is a lower nature. Different from this, know there is a higher nature which is animate, O thou of mighty arms, and by which this universe is held. Know that all creatures have these for their source. I am the productive cause of the entire universe, and also its destroyer. There is nothing else, O Dhananjaya, that is higher than myself. Upon me is all this woven like a row of pearls on a string. Taste I am in the waters, O son of Kunti. I am the splendor of both the moon and the sun. I am the in all the Vedas, the sound in space, and the manliness in men. I am the fragrant odor in earth, the splendor in fire, the life in all creatures, and penance in ascetics. Know me, O son of Bertin, to be the eternal seed of all beings. I am the intelligence of all creatures endued with intelligence, and the glory of all glorious objects. I am also the strength of all that are endued with strength, free from desire and thirst, and of Bulaparata's race. I am the desire consistent with duty in all creatures. And all existences which are of the quality of goodness, and which are of the quality of passion and quality of darkness, know that they are indeed from me. I am, however, not in them, but they are in me. This entire universe, deluded by these three entities consisting of three qualities, knoweth not me that am beyond them and undecaying. Since this illusion of mine, depending on the qualities, is exceedingly marvelous and highly difficult of being transcended, they that resort to me alone cross this illusion. Doers of evil, ignorant men, the worst of their species, robbed of their knowledge by illusion and wedded to the state of demons, do not resort to me. 4 classes of doers of good deeds worship me, O Arjuna, viz. He that is distressed, he that is an inquirer, he that is desirous of wealth, and he of Bulaparata's race, who is possessed of knowledge. Of them, he that is possessed of knowledge, being always devoted and having his faith in only one, is superior to the rest. For unto the man of knowledge I am dear above everything, and he also is dear to me. All these are noble, but the man of knowledge is regarded to be my very self, since he, with soul fixed on abstraction, taketh refuge in me as the highest goal. At the end of many lives, the man possessed of knowledge attaineth to me, that Vasudeva is all this. Such a high-souled person, however, is exceedingly rare. They who have been robbed of knowledge by desire resort to other godheads, observant of diverse regulations and controlled by their own nature. Whatever form any worshipper desireth to worship with faith, that faith of his unto that I render steady. Endued with that faith, he payeth his adorations to that, and obtaineth from that all his desires, since all those are ordained by me. The fruits, however, of those persons endued with little intelligence are perishable. They that worship the divinities go to the divinities. They that worship me come even to me. They that have no discernment regard me, who am unmanifest, to have become manifest, because they do not know my transcendent and undecaying state, than which there is nothing higher. Shrouded by the illusion of my inconceivable power, I am not manifest to all. This deluded world knoweth not me, that am unborn and undecaying. I know, O Arjuna, all things that have been past, and all things that are present, and all things that are to be, but there is nobody that knoweth me. All creatures, O chastiser of fools, are deluded at the time of their birth by the delusion, O Parata, of pairs of opposites arising from desire and aversion. But those persons of meritorious deeds, whose sins have attained their end, being freed from the delusion of pairs of opposites, worship me firm in their vow. Those who, taking refuge on me, strive for release from decay and death, know Brahman, the entire Adhyatma and action. And they who know me with the Atiputta, Atidaiva, and the Atiyajinya, having minds fixed on abstraction, know me at the time of their departure. Okay, that's it for me. I'm gonna chant in maybe an hour. Thank you. Namaste.